everyone's favor, and thank you for clicking on this video. And if you're coming from part 1, thank you for clicking on this video. So this video is going to be about how to pass nursing school. And I'm not saying like this depends on a lot of factors, but this is basically my tips, my experience at my school, and just in general, like, making it true, what advice I can give to anyone that is in nursing school or applying to nursing school. I just wanted to ask you guys if you'd be interested in my handwritten notes about popular med-surg diseases. So my next video, like I just said, is going to be about free and cheap resources that you can use to study for the NCLEX. So I was wondering if you guys would be interested in me scanning my handwritten notes. If you think you would be, for free obviously, if you think you would be, just comment down below. So the first thing I would say is your chances of passing nursing school depends on 3 things. 1, your school and your grading system, or just your school and the curriculum. That is the main thing. Second thing is your teacher or your instructor. I feel like that makes a hell of a difference. And the third one is your classmate or cohort members. So I don't know how every school does it, but my school, there are 4 to 6 cohorts per level. So there are 4 levels in my school: level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So that's your junior and senior year. But basically each cohort has about max of like 24, 25 people. That makes a lot of difference who your classmates are. I'm telling you, I would have even passed some classes if it wasn't for some of my classmates. With my school, we needed above a 76% average in all our exams to pass the class. For our skills checklist exams, we had 3 attempts. After 3 attempts, you fail that class and you get kicked out and you have to reapply into the program. For my school, the curriculum wasn't like, I don't have anything to compare it to, so I can't really say, oh, it was bad or it was good. But I know my school is among the top nursing schools in Arizona, so I'm pretty sure they're doing something good. And most of us usually did good at clinic. Second thing is your teachers. Teachers, honestly, I don't think I had any bad teachers, but basically my med-surg 1 teacher in level 2, she just made things hard unnecessarily. Like my first 2 exams in that med-surg 1, I got like, one was like a 72, the other one was like a 7, something like that. Like it took until like my 3rd exam for me to start actually passing the class. Before I got in, 93 was an A in prereqs, but in nursing school 95 is an A. So grades like that changes and it affects. That's why I say your GPA doesn't go up in nursing school, it goes down. No matter how good you think you're doing, it's not going up, that's for sure. So that teacher, she made it hard. But aside from that, I had lovely teachers, like lovely teachers. I even called like 2 of them after I passed my NCLEX. And my cohort members, shout out to them. Even though I wasn't one to like participate in every event, but we were in it together. I think my cohort was one of the best cohorts in my whole level. But one thing about us is that if someone knew something, we would share with each other. If there was an assignment someone was having hard with, we would like do it together. Stuff like that really makes a difference. Or carpooling to clinicals, it can make a difference. It can make or break your mental health, your experience with nursing school. So I know, and one thing about our program is you don't choose your cohort, you just get placed in one. So I urge you to pray to Lord Jesus Christ that you get good people, because you can literally fail a class if you have bad or evil classmates. One advice I would give you guys is to make friends with people in other cohorts. So this is a secret. One thing about my school is that we all took the same exams but on different days. So I was fast A. Sometimes fast A would take our master's exam on Tuesday, but fast B took it on Monday, the same exam. So why I say this is that you can get someone on that cohort to be like, oh, focus on this, or this wasn't even on there. I'm not saying they're giving you the exam questions, but it could be like, oh, there was a lot of nutrition questions, focusing on nutrition. Stuff like that makes a difference when you're studying, because if you had like the teacher we had for mentored one, you literally counted on stuff like that. If you know anything about mentored, she'll literally be like, oh, just read the whole textbook. And it's like, how are you supposed to do that? So stuff like that really helps. And there were teachers that used to do like reviews, not reviews to tell us the questions, obviously, because if they did that, we would all be dumb. So, but it was reviews to be like, oh, review stuff basically. Like nursing school is hard. The last thing you want is a teacher that is purposely trying to make it harder. Resources that I used in nursing school that helped me pass. I would say Nurses Lab. I'll put a link to it. They're very good for care plans. So care plans, everyone go to Nurses Labs, and they have free questions by system. So if you're the kind of person, I never really use the questions, but it's there. Just check out the whole website. I'm gonna link it down below. Another thing I used was Picmonic. Not a lot of people know it, but it's almost like a cartoon, short videos. A lot of videos are between 1 or 3 or 4 minutes, average of like 2 minutes. Quizlet. You know how I said my clinic was everything for me, studying for the NCLEX? Quizlet was that for me, especially like towards the end, like level 3, level 4. I was at that point, was like, there's no way I'm studying. Like, I was tired of studying. So what I would do is, depending on the textbook you're using, take your textbook, go to Quizlet. So if, for example, my community help textbook was, the author was Stanhope, I will go Stanhope chapter 28 questions in Quizlet, and it will bring up like questions based on that chapter. And I promise you, I would see at least a couple questions from Quizlet in my exams. So that has never failed me. Don't do just that. Don't say, oh, she said to use only Quizlet. You're gonna fail. If you don't even fail, you're probably gonna fail the NCLEX. Just saying. And the other person that I cannot forget, I feel like she tops everything I'm gonna say here. Registered Nurse Erin on YouTube. She was my teacher on demand, basically. I feel like she has almost every popular disease that you could possibly want to know. So check out our YouTube channel. She really helps. One thing I did a lot was go to office hours. And I'm not the kind of person that like cuddles with their teachers or anything, but definitely them knowing you. And with nursing school, it's more intimate because there's less of you. The teachers are focused on you. It's not like prereqs where it's like a competition. In nursing school, they're here to like see you pass. Some teachers will like emphasize on some specific things purposely, and that's something that they won't necessarily do in class. But if you go there and you're like, oh, I have issues with this, maybe that thing wasn't necessarily on the exam, they would kind of like shoot away. They'll be like, oh, don't worry about that. Something like that. You know, it's clues like that that make it different. A lot of difference. So that's kind of all I have to say about nursing school, but just study. Okay, yeah, and with studying your textbooks, my advice is to read stuff in boxes, look at your diagrams, whatever textbook you're using, read boxes, take note of diagrams, and there's usually stuff in like red or like alert, especially for medications, and it helps to study in nursing school. I would say that for sure, especially when it comes to NCLEX, because the last thing you want to do after graduating is studying like you're in nursing school all over again. So if you can do something in nursing school, is take your studying seriously and know your med surg, know your basics, and so that when you're studying for the NCLEX, you're just revising, because that really helped me a lot when I was studying for the NCLEX. And that's it. That's all I can think of. If you have any suggestions or any tips for passing nursing school, please write it down below. And thank you for watching. I have 2 videos coming up about resources on passing, cheap and free resources for passing the NCLEX, and how to study for the SCA2. So I hope you guys watch out for that video and watch the video. Thank you.